Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the new Joytoy officially licensed Warhammer 40k Space Marines Blood Angels Intercessor Marine number 3. Now this figure has no name attached to it, it's just a basic trooper. If you're interested in army building, this is probably one of the two in the first Blood Angel releases that you could army build without any kind of name associated to it. That being said, here's the packaging. It's a black box, nice artwork of the figure on the front. On the top, we have the Warhammer logo, Joytoy logo, age recommendations 15 and up. These are for adult collectors. At the bottom, we have all the good stuff like the Warhammer logo and the name of the product we just talked about. Top of the box, Warhammer 40k logo. Bottom of the box, Warhammer logo again. This side of the box, the Warhammer logo again. And the description of this character and the copyright. If you want to pause and read that, you can. And on this side, a bunch of Chinese age recommendations, like cycling recommendations, and a UPC. You can pause, and if you're able to read that, you can. Back of the box, we have the description at the top. We have the content statement, a very large photograph of the figure with all of its contents laid out in front of it. 3 small product images there on the right of the video, front, back, and a close-up of the figure. Now let's go and take a look and see how the figure is packaged in the clamshell. Okay, there's a shot of the figure and all of its accessories in the clamshell. One thing I do notice, I don't like when the backpacks are attached, just because those pins are prone for breaking. So I wish they would stop doing that and put that power pack into its own little slot with the rest of the accessories. Okay, here's our Blood Angel Marine number 3. Looks pretty cool. I went ahead and removed the backpack so we can take a close-up look at the figure, and then we will take a look at the accessories following the articulation. Okay, let's start off by taking a look at that head sculpt. We do have the standard Marine helmet, and then we have green eyes, black for the vent. We have silver on the side here in the cylinder and on the hose. Same for this side. We do have a very nice light black wash throughout for some detailing, some weathering, if you can see that, throughout the helmet. It's pretty nice. And I must say, I do love the skull and wings. And to me, I know it's probably meant to be black, but man, that looks like onyx. That's super cool. Very nice. It looks amazing. On this pauldron, we have the chapters insignia for the Blood Angels. Then we have the weathering outside of the pauldron, and it gets less weathering as you go into the pauldron. This side is super nice. This pauldron has the wings and the blood drop in a metallic red with a gold trim. That is really cool. That's actually 3D. That's not even painted on there. You can see the different layers and surfaces. Very nice. Not much to see on this on. Just some basic. I love the red they use for these figures, and then the black wash on it. Now for this on, we standard. You can see we have a blue button and a silver button there. Very nice. Nothing really to see here on the stomach. Thigh pads there with a little bit of black slashes. We have this awesome skull and knee pad. Black knee pad with that white skull. Looks amazing. Nothing more to see too much on the this leg, besides a little bit of silver paint here, which is great. Little things like that makes the figure stand out. On this leg, we do have that silver there, and do we have this symbol there. Some wash throughout the feet. So let's go ahead and take a 360 look and some other angles of the figure, so we can see all the paint aesthetics and the sculpting. Pretty much is the same buck as before. Back of the character, 2 holes for the power pack. His belt and his backside flap. 2 little silver dots here. It's pretty good. That is really nice. Can't stop looking at that. Here is the figure. That black skull and wings is amazing. This is what the top looks like. Back, you can see the joints. Nice joints, they feel good. They don't feel like they're going to break or anything. Super nice. Bottom of the feet, super cool. Okay, for the head, we will start taking a look at the articulation. We can do a down a little bit, an up a little bit. There's a little side to side. 360 rotation around the neck. It's like on a ball joint, a ball bell joint, I should say. Now for his arms, you can pull them out a little bit, and that'll help you with your articulation and your posability. They kind of look a little odd like that, but if you angle them just right, you can always push them back in like so. Really easy. So those come out. Each pauldron around a little ball bell joint. It can move side to side. They can move up and down, side to side. Both of them looks really good. Now on this, under here we have a right there, 360 rotation. Double jointed elbows. He can scratch his head if he wants to. Very nice articulation in these figures. Maybe he's thinking. The wrist have a same joint we're used to seeing. It's basically the up and down, back and forth, 360 all the way around, like this, down, up. Now these wrists and these elbows will complement each other, as you've just seen, for articulation and for your weapons and accessories and posability. The chest, it has the in and out, back and forth a little bit, 360 rotation. This is more of your basic Marine. There's nothing here on the belt to hinder your 360 rotation of the waist. I choose number 2 to be, if you were going to army build, I recommend Marine number 2. You get more for your money, but that's just me. Splits, pretty cool. This one can sit very nicely. That's a plus. Thigh rotation. Double jointed knees. Pretty good. Feet do pivot down, pivot up. We have this side to side, and you can get that 360 if you want to force it past the cylinder. That's up to you guys. We have toe articulation up. Okay, looks pretty good. Nothing out of the ordinary. Beautiful looking color. I love the color they're using for these Blood Angels. I think they nailed it for the cool factor, at least. Okay, let's take a look at the accessories. First off, we take a look at this 2 pouches and this little canister here. It's black, flat black. Some white weathering around the edges. Just a peg, and these go on the back of the Marine. You can choose either side. You can have this side or that side. I think I want to go with this side because you'll see why in a second. Why it makes sense for me, at least. Fits perfectly right on there. And then you can move it around. It adjusts as you're trying to pose your figure, so that's really good. Then you get this empty pistol case with another canister on it. And this goes on this side, and usually the reason I'm putting this on this side is because it's for his pistol. If he was going to draw his pistol, it would only make sense for it to be on the side where he's right-handed, basically. So that's how that looks on the back. You can see they move around quite freely when you move your joints of your figures. Now, one thing I did notice, you used to get one of these, and then you get a pistol case with the handle in, but it was not removable. Maybe they're cutting back on accessories, I don't know. But so now you're only getting an empty case and a pistol, a heavy bolt pistol. Gunmetal color, black. Drill through the side, drilled barrel. Looks good on the top. And let's see, that is removable. You can see the gold shells. Looks cool. Wish there was a little bit of paint up there to feed those shells through. That'd been cool. But it goes in like that. And then if you want to, see, get this right here. Hands are nice and soft. I think these are good tolerance right now. Some of them are kind of stiff, like the really newer ones are getting a little too stiff. You see how easy that is to put that in there. The finger went right into the trigger, no issues. No fighting. I'm not sure if I had that completely on though. That piece that fell off. But you can see he can hold it out. Joints of tolerance very nice. They can hold the weapons. Even these are larger weapons than normally that you would get from other 1/18 scale figures. So them able to hold those, and the arm joints are strong enough to do it. So that's a great plus. Okay, maybe that's more trickier than I thought it was. Okay, that looks pretty cool. And then you can obviously pull that back as far as you want to. That crazy articulation. Very nice. Okay, next up is his power pack, jet pack, whichever you want to call it. Beautiful red vents here at the top. Silver studs throughout, little black vents there. We have the gunmetal vents here, and here, and here, and then we have some silver on the sides. These do rotate 360. They are stock. These, you know, the earlier reviews I've done from the very first Warhammer figures, these are free flowing all the way around. You got to heat these now. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but just be aware of that, and also be aware of these pins. They are prone to breaking. This opening here is painted black inside, so it's a little bit of paint. We'll show you some black with some silver in there, or maybe a little bit of this gunmetal. Would have made that pop more. And all you gotta do is come around the back, put that in, and then see if it had just a little bit of color in there. It would pop, make that inside that look really well detailed, but it's not a deal breaker. Next up, chainsaw sword, flat black body, gunmetal blades, gunmetal handguard here, a little bit of gunmetal there, some weathering in white, and then we have the gold skull handle. Looks pretty cool. And if we take out the pistol, even though that's like a gun hand, it comes to alternate hands. We'll take a look at here soon. You can use it with that hand also. It's pretty nice. Be lots of different positions with the sword, even up here like this if you like. Looks wild. Very cool. Next up we have this bolt carbine. Looking amazing. Gunmetal body. We have the black here. The gold side of the skull wings. Some silver. We can see the shells in the drum. Very, very nice. We have drilled through the side, drilled barrel. Top of it, we have a rail system. We have a strap. So it's like a leather. Probably fake leather, of course. Then you can pop off this piece if you want, but this one does not come off very easily. I'm not sure if it's meant to be, so be careful about ripping that out. Then you have like a silver buckle. So you slide that right back in, like so, and it hooks. This side doesn't have the side skull wings. Still see the shells. The way it looks like this functions, this is like almost like a revolver base weapon, and this probably would rotate. This cylinder here would rotate as it fires, and then that's pretty cool. Nice design. Okay, let's see how well his hand accepts this gun. Look at that. I mean, how quick was that? And look, the finger goes where it needs to be. And again, well balanced. Figure. Very nice figure. And he can obviously do a upward like this. You can bring it down, bring up his other hand, and get a two-handed wield. Very cool. And so the last thing that comes with is his alternate hands. Get this set. It's like more just a gripping hand. A little tighter for the right there, no trigger finger. And then you get a trigger finger for the other side if you want it. And then more of a close hand for that hand. Pretty nice. Now to give you an idea, when I'm talking about the tolerances for this special demonstration, I'm going to bring in a 6-inch figure. So it compares to a 6-inch figure. Look at that. It looks like that this would be the perfect size for a 6-inch figure. If this was a trooper, obviously Revan don't have a gun, but you can see how large that is compared to his scale. So the tolerances for his arms is done very well, in my opinion. They can hold those weapons where they need to be held. They don't fall over. They're very well balanced, and the joints are not under tolerance to where the arms just fall down. So you can get pretty crazy with the displaying your figures and posing your figures. So that's great. All right, there. That's pretty much it for your Blood Angels Marine number 3, 1/18 scale action figure. These cost anywhere from like $40 in China on sale. So expect to pay another 10 to 15 bucks from US retailers. That's about all I got. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your thumbs ups. So if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to. Don't comment down below if you have any questions, comments. I'll try to answer them for you. Let me know if you guys are picking these up, what you think. Do you like them? And as always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.